and welcome to synthetic division with a remainder. So like the last problem, the first thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to look at a number with just regular integers and see how that works, okay? So if you have this very simple division problem, 10 divided by 4, the way that you would do this is you would do, of course, so how many times does 4 go into 10? It goes in twice, and then 2 times 4 is 8, so you do bring down the 8, subtract, and 10 minus 8 is 2. So when you're doing a decimal, you would put a 0.0 here, you'd bring down the 0 and you'd divide there, but the way that you would write your answer as a fraction is you take whatever you get left, so this is called the remainder, and you would just put it as a fraction, that's the numerator, over whatever you were dividing by. Alright, so this is the same thing as 2 and 2 over 4, which is the same thing as 2.5. Okay, so whenever you're doing division, the remainder, you just take whatever you have left at the end and you put it as the numerator over the number that you were dividing by, and then reduce it if you need to reduce it. But we're not going to need to worry about reducing. Okay, so let's go ahead and look over here. So we're going to just do the regular division. All right, so you draw your noodle lumpus. You're going to put the coefficients of this across the top. Now, notice here, all right, that when we're going down, so we have x to the 4th, x cubed, and then we skip that x squared. So we got to be careful when we skip the x squared, and then x, and then our normal 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our coefficients down. So we have 3, -2, and then the 0 where the x squared would be, 6, and -1. All right, and so now we're going to look at our second polynomial. So we have x plus 3, and then remember how we find what goes on the outside is we take whatever the opposite of this number is. So it's a plus 3, so we're going to have a -3 out here. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. So we bring down our 3. -3 times 3 is -9. -2 plus -9 is -11. -3 times -11 is positive 33. 0 plus 33 is just 33. -3 times 33 is -99. -99 plus 6, or 6 plus -99, whichever way it's the same thing, is -96. -3 times -96 is positive 287, and -1 plus 287 is just 286. All right, so remember in the other example we ended up with 0 here at the end, and this time we have a number. All right, so we're going to do the same thing that we did before to write our answer. All right, it starts with an x to the 4th, so we are going to start with an x cubed. All right, so we have 3x cubed minus 11x squared plus 33x minus 96, and now we're used to having a 0 here, all right? But what we're going to have to do is we're going to do the same thing that we did with the fraction over here, all right? So you're always going to add it. So we're going to say plus, we're going to take the remainder, which is this last number here, so that 286, and it's going to be our numerator, and we're going to put it over the actual thing that we were dividing by. So here you're dividing by x plus 3, so that's going to be the denominator right there. And we don't really want to try to multiply x plus 3 times this whole thing to check our work. So we're going to just trust that we know that this process works and that we would actually get back to this answer. Okay, so you just do the regular synthetic division, and then once you get to that very last term there, you take whatever the remainder is, it becomes the numerator over the denominator, which is your original thing that you were dividing by. And that's it.